Welcome, everyone. I'm Carol Laurie, host of the Her Health and Spirits podcast and upcoming summit. And today we're fortunate enough to have with us Trish Ward. Trish Ward, the soulful nutritionist, helps committed moms and special needs families discover the food and lifestyle habits they work specifically for their unique biochemistry so they can live symptom-free with abundant energy, stamina, and joy. She calls herself the soulful nutritionist because she firmly believes that merging soul and science is where the magic of life is. In her years of practice, she has seen time and time again that both one's physiology and psychology need to be in alignment to find true health. Trish is the creator of the 28 Days to Health series for special needs mom and Restore Your Gut, Restore Your Life, an eight-week program designed to address gut-brain healing that radically shifts health and well-being for individuals and families. Trish is one of the founding members of MTTCA, My Team Triumph, an organization that allows disabled individuals the opportunity to experience endurance events and races through able-bodied people. Trish is always learning. She continues to educate herself on the newest research in both in nutrition and personal development and mindset. She is a certified nutrition consultant with the American Academy of Nutrition Consultants, a certified functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner through FDN, an integrative health coach with the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and has numerous specialties, her favorite being digestive wellness and special diets to fit one's unique biochemistry. Most importantly, Trish is the mom of 3, one with special needs, and wife to her college sweetheart. Welcome, Trish.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
We're so happy to have you. So let's say you have a special needs child, or you have a child that doesn't quite fit into the special needs category but is suffering from learning disabilities or isn't able to pay attention in school or has depression or anxiety or has sleep troubles. Let's talk about, where do you start? How do you start on this nutrition path?
Sure. Well, starting is always really actually the hardest part. It can be incredibly overwhelming. So keeping it simple is really key and imperative. First place to start really is to always look at the family calendar. And you might think, like, how does that have to do with nutrition? But what ends up happening is, as we look at calendars and we see how overloaded we are as individuals and as families, it plays a big part in what we can actually do in the kitchen, meaning the more we can pull back and put big X's on our calendar and create time and space for health and connection, we are going to see changes within our family. So I always have people start with literally pulling out their calendar. I know it's their phones now, but then I make them put X's through days on the weekend where they create family time and they create me time so they can get filled up and then be a better mom, if you will, to their families and just a better friend or partner. So with that, then we look at food and we start looking at labels and we start cleaning out the pantry. And I kind of say anything in a bag or a box is not food. It's food-like and it's easy, but our body doesn't necessarily respond to it and react to it as food. So we clean out that pantry and then we make time for food preparation, because if we don't set ourselves up for success, we're then setting ourselves up for failure. So it's learning how to create time and space to keep that kitchen stocked with good food. I always say if you can create an hour and a half on Sundays and replenish on Wednesdays, you're good to go for the week. And I always like to remind people that it's, we're looking for progress, not perfection. We go into things thinking like, okay, I'm totally going to do this, and I'm going to do this 100%. And if I don't get it right and perfect the first time, then I'm just going to stop and I failed. And it's never like that. It's life gets in the way if we look at it that way. We need to look at things as just a progression towards a goal. And sometimes we're going to need to pivot, and sometimes we might need to stop and alter the course because life happens. People need things from us. Our children need things from us. And we need to be able to navigate the course and really be okay with, like I said, pivoting if needed.
I love cleaning out the pantry concept. It's amazing when you go in there with somebody. I've helped several clients clean out their pantry, and you go over to their house and you have them pull out everything, even stuff that you think is gluten-free. Is, cereal for me is like, even if it's gluten-free, it's like eating cardboard with rice milk on it. I mean, there's such a high glycemic index. And what are some ways in which moms, unfortunately or fortunately, it's usually the moms in the family that do the cooking and the organizing, what are some ways that they can start the day with breakfast in a healthy way?
That's great. Without the traditional cereal or whatnot?
Yeah, American is the only culture that has cereal for breakfast. Other cultures throughout the world have normal food for breakfast. So, we have to un-Americanize our breakfast. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that I love to start my day with, and my kids do too, is just with a smoothie, because I know that when I'm starting my day off with a smoothie, I'm going to get some good proteins, I'm going to get some good fats, I'm going to get fiber, all in this amazing shake that my kids think is pretty delicious too. I can sweeten it up with a good piece of fruit. I like to add frozen berries to it, but it's a great way to jumpstart the metabolism and the brain without, like you said, stuffing it with a bunch of sugar and simple carbohydrates. So a smoothie is always one of our go-tos in our family for sure. Another go-to in our family, especially when it's colder out, is chia seed porridge. Again, that has really good fats in it, and I make it with full-fat coconut milk, and then I add a little bit of vanilla and some cinnamon. And you make it as if you were making, back in the day in the 70s and 80s, we would make cream of wheat and oatmeal and whatnot. You make it like that. I'm happy to share that recipe too with your listeners. But it's chia seed gets gelatinous when you make it, so it becomes thick and rich, and my kids love it. Not to mention that it helps with moving bowels throughout the body, which is what we really want to do, so nothing stays in our system when it's not needed. But starting the day and keeping it simple is big. I know a lot of families are always kind of, if you're anything like us, I manage getting 3 lives out the door in the morning, and that's a feat in and of itself.
Really?
But taking time, and here we go back to that time piece, taking the time to just put some conscious thought into it, maybe before you go to bed. I know people that get everything ready for their smoothies the night before. And when I say take time to do it, I'm talking about like 3 minutes. You make sure you have the protein powder ready to go. You make sure you got the berries. You got the, I happen to add greens to ours. Handful of spinach works well. Just making sure that it's ready to go, making sure the blender's clean. I mean, I've been there when like the blender's dirty in my sink and I got to clean it in the morning and just sets us all off, So just making sure that we are preparing ourselves and setting ourselves up for success is a big, huge component to eating well.
The wonderful thing about those smoothies is you can put them into the right container that doesn't have chemicals in it, and the kids can drink it in the car on the way to school.
That's right. That's right. And you can make it look, honestly, we can make it look like a milkshake. And so the idea is to get some really good fats and protein in the body so that brain can work optimally while those kids go off to school.
Thank you so much, Trish. And can you tell people how they can find you and some of the upcoming events you're going to be doing?
Absolutely, absolutely. I would love for people to connect with me. You can find me on Facebook at Trish M. Ward. That's Trish M. Ward. Same thing with Instagram, Trish M. Ward, and on Pinterest. And, of course, you can find me and check out my website at www.trishmward.com. That's trishmward.com. I would love for you to join me there, and go ahead and you can join my private Facebook group, which is Wellness with Trish. You get daily inspiration and a wonderful community of people that are on the same path as you. And I am starting my 28 Days to Health for Special Needs Moms that is launching in May. And I'm so excited to be doing this because it's bringing together a community of women that are looking for not only good health, but a sisterhood. So please go ahead and find me at trishmward.com or Trish M. Ward on Facebook, and I look forward to connecting with you.
I think your 28-day program is going to be a huge success. I already know lots of people who are already interested in it, and I personally have found all of your Instagram quotes and your Facebook, you have recipes on there that come up on a weekly basis that are always delicious and so easy to make and really uplift the whole nutrition for the family.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So this is Carol Laurie signing off for now, and we had a wonderful time talking with Trish Ward. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and thank you, Trish, for joining us.
Thank you.
And I wish everybody a great day, and stay tuned for more later. We have lots of great interviews coming up. Have a great day, everybody. This is Carol Laurie for her Health and Spirit Summit, signing off for now.